This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got
Just
the
saved
grinning
my life.
rock.
He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him, now can I?
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? Charnel House?
First week in the Living Lands.
Hey, so close.
You died? But you're here? Gods, am I glad to see you?
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of commission, perhaps? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the dream scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes.
Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisen rebels must face justice. We both report to higher powers, but hers are less forgiving than mine. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarok, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. Safe travels. Come back with a good story, eh? We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Godlike. Interested in safety.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Adir. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasat Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor? Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough. Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like there's adventure to make.
You're free to pass through the gate now.
Yeah, so close.
a situation over here.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods. Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The mermaid's den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Walk in, give her the letter, and go.
Hi, Margaret. Don't worry. It just gets fancier from here.
just doesn't work.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Just act natural.
Best watch your step around here, envoy. This is my district.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
What's a man gotta do to get his needs met around?
There. That's the apothecary.
All you have is not enough.
I'm telling you.
Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you? Gah. It doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, Deadman. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away. Or what? You'll die on me?
Have to admit, that's a good one.
This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
Why did you have to bring size into this?
He's only saying that because these fools wouldn't stand a chance against you. Listen, I get it. Times are tough, and you thought this man was easy pickings. Now, you know better. So, walk away while you can.
A scrawny elf and a tree trunk of an Almawa? I could take those odds.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Is that all you got? What's up? Hey! Get him, boys!
Hold it. Give me a moment. There you are, Swan. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
Just when I thought this would be too easy.
Oh, gods. That's Thola. You really stepped in the soccer now.
Coming from the right!
Gotcha. Coming from the right!
Gotta find you better armor.
Stay. Let's see what you got. Time for a new weapon.
Give me a target.
Over here!
That's more like
I can't believe they're dead. It's over.
That's all of them.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
a gang of bullies shaking down honest folk. Seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Tala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
I'd prefer if you wouldn't keep inviting people to try to kill you, but sure, we've got you covered.
Don't I know it? Good help is hard to come by. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Relax. We're not here for you. You couldn't have known how it would be used, right?
You better start naming names, Amakul, before my friend here starts to get vengeful.
Please, I can't be seen talking to you. You need to get out of here right now. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. Damned if I do and damned if I don't, then. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies. I have nothing to hide. Not anymore. Just talking to you has put me at odds with Paradis. I have no wish to be at odds with Adir as well.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, and follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Look, Most Paradisans don't like the adherents. We've been here for generations, and we knew how to handle our own. Adir changed that, and not for the better. Some of us have been more wronged by Adir than others. Well, wronged by the Steel Garrote. They're a minority of Paradisans, but they're willing to kill to strike back at Adir, even at an Imperial envoy.
Careful where you say that. The last thing Paradis needs is Adiran panic.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, envoy.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison. Not what I imagined my day would be like.
I don't think we're going to be welcome here for long. All those sparrowhawks will be sniffing around here any minute. And since that's not the last skirmish we'll find ourselves in, I say we take this opportunity to stock up on some better equipment. If you want a guarantee of getting the good stuff, I recommend Paradis's main market. We're short on coin, but there's nothing a little work on the side won't fix. In fact, there's an animancer named Sapiento near the market. He's been looking for help, and he seems like the type who pays well.
I heard something. Hold it, you! You think
Here they come!
Take out
On your right! Good work! Turn around! Yeah!
Got you! You think you can take out our leader?
Envoy, look right! Time to rally. Got it. That's it for me. Back on my feet. I need a minute. Let me catch my breath. Come and get me! Look right. Left leg. Next one's mine.
back for more, Envoy?
Found something? Good. Always good to rummage through a condemned house for valuables. This is not the way I ever expected to get into the bathhouse. Watch yourself.
You think you could
Take
just
your best
take
shot.
out our leader?
On your rear.
Hold it, you! Yeah.
Let's see what you got. Hold it. Take a moment, people.
The adherents Elysians.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Hey, you have to check in with me to enter this part of the...
Oh, bless my soul, the adherent envoy.
Welcome to our shrine, envoy.
A broken throne. Symbol of Wodoka the Oathbinder. She's nothing if not a bit dramatic.
Murderers!
How awful.
Not to worry, Envoy. Got one of the bastards.
You startled me.
Gods, they've looted the place.
Well, that didn't take long.
Stop right here. After them. Get him.
Stay. Where's my mark? Hey! Over here!
Oh, you see that?
Back in the line.
Quit moving.
To your left. Give me a second. To your left. Nice. Don't die. Back in the fight.
That it?
Once I got drunk and lost back here looking for the change. Aiming through the best parties. I'm starting to see why Aemond was going gray all of a sudden. If there's anything worth finding, it'll be in here.
Cozy.
Envoy, over there. Looks like a note.
Well, there you have it.
So, Claviger Aemon not only knew about the rebels, he also gave them access to a hideout in the cistern. None. I knew he was protective of Paradise, but I never would have dreamed he'd get in bed with organized rebels. Look, everyone who settles in the Living Lands comes from somewhere, but until recently, those settlers have been people, not nations. But when Adir built an embassy and filled it with dignitaries and troops, some started to worry that your laws and governors would follow.
Right, all of that. Don't forget why we're here. You hired me to hunt the rebels down, and now we know where they are. The cistern beneath the Temple of Andra.
Good place for a hidden base. It sits just below the city, where the people and patrols will never look.
Maybe we should bring reinforcements. I bet Heelguard would be happy to spare some of his guards, if we ask nicely.
They'd only slow us down. Besides, any fighting we do in the cistern will be close quarters.
On to the Temple of Andra, then. It's east of here, just across the canal, in the plaza with the big statue.
Right. After you. You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds.
Lots of open skin contact. Snapflies like the peeled skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I have some tanglewood in my pack. That should clear it right up.
Okay. If you insist.
You can thank me later. That's what I'm here for.
Nice work. That'll help against... Whatever we face out there.
No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy. Well, maybe you should try to cover your trail more often. An Adira official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nimdude like Kai. Stick with Kai. You'll find out. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is. Tea, Envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Then I dare say you're better equipped than most who wash ashore here. You must have some truly fascinating stories of past exploits. I'll look forward to it. But in the meantime, I have to wonder, why does the Emperor send his most valuable agent to the Living Lands? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, I understand what the fuss is about. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel-Garrod paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. He may be on his way back to the wheel, but he'd hunt me down in the next life if I let Paradise go to the dogs in his absence. So, for now, that means helping you solve your own murder. Now there's a task. And hopefully shedding some light on the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. I'll be here if you need me. There's a joke about Paradise's government in here, somewhere.
Ugh, what's sweaty and tearing?
Gods, what a mess.
Fresh from the finest distilleries in Third Moon.
Lady of Lament, grant us your strength, so we may overcome adversity as the wave overcomes the shore.
Safe to say Andra's got a wealthy patron here somewhere.
Wouldn't think assassins would be hiding out in a temple, but what do I know?
Welcome to the temple.
Hail and well met. The Temple of Andra is open to all. Oh, you must be the Adiran envoy. How wonderful to meet a godlike in our holy sanctum. I take it you're here on official business. Thankfully, no. Only the faithful and the devout come through here. always have and always will. Goodness me. Though I suppose an Adiran envoy runs across all manner of strange folk. Oh, you must be talking about those awful rebels. People say they're outlaws blending in with honest citizens, killers and cutpurses of the lowest sort. But why ask me about the... Wait, you're not implying that I'm involved with that lot, are you? Even if I could, wouldn't that make me guilty of consorting with the enemy?
Or you could just get us out of your hair before anyone else takes too much notice of our being here.
This has exhausted my patience. A temple is no place for an interrogation. What you're doing is interrupting my prayers. Now I'm afraid the temple is closed to you, Envoy. I trust you can see yourself out?
I don't like this. She's hiding something. We just can't...
You can't go in there! Seize him!
Let's see what you got. Hold it.
Glad that's over. Stale air, thick darkness, and a smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath. They don't look friendly.
Someone there? The envoy's here.
Oh, no, you don't!
Stay. What's the target?
Come and get me!
These people aren't trained assassins. They're just regular people with weapons.
They're trying to kill us. What else do you need to know? Watch out. Pressure plates on the floor.
If you want help burning through that, just say the word. Ready, aim.
Quiet, Nimdut. one down. Let's go.
Show me what you got.
Everyone okay?
One moment.
You know what that web means. Be ready.
More blessed day spiders. Thankyou.
Here it comes. There's nowhere to go. Aye, aye. Here it comes. Coming in hot. Ready, aim. Right behind you.
Take your best shot.
Here we go. Quit moving.
Let's see what you got. That armor won't hold up. Need a better weapon.
I don't see it. See if I can.
Hey! Over here!
What about these spiders? Are they threatening? Enough for you?
The spiders are just trying to survive. Maybe these people are too.
Gods, not this saga again.
I sense a Marius lecture coming. Stand back.
Unseen, unheard.
And rock! Push and rock!
that key opens the big double doors we saw.
Remember that time in Emerald Stair? You let that thief take all our supplies.
He was starving. I wasn't gonna kill a man over a few rations.
We needed our supplies. We almost died without them.
True.
You let your heart get in the way of your survival.
When did you become a poet?
Just blessed day now. Like it?
Still needs work.
And raw!
Quiet as the depths. Why would you waste time building a deadly trap when a simple no entry sign would suffice?
Some people have. Wait.
Over there. 11. Probably disables the blades, for all the good it does.
way.
Stay. Come and get me! Didn't stand a chance! Still recovering. Hold it. Quit moving!
Didn't think that one through, did he? You're still mad about that thief, but we made it back to town, even without our supplies.
Not the blessed point. You see a threat, you stop that threat. You don't give it your rations.
You think everyone's out to get you. This is why you don't have more friends.
Right behind you. Eyes open.
What was that come from?
I've got your back.
One for you!
And raw. And raw.
Well, that was fun.
So, Would you have killed that thief for taking our stuff?
Shh, Nimdut. Someone's up ahead.
Show yourself! The envoy's here! Let's show him!
Gotcha.
Let's see what you got.
Another glorious battle.
I would have sent that thief on his way without our blessed day supplies.
Then he would have died. How do you know?
We didn't.
Best be ready, in case anyone slips through.
Keep quiet.
Stay. Here we go. Good one.
Get ready. My money says our assassin's on the other side of that door.
So it is true.
You're alive. You're truly alive.
Spoken like an assassin who's confident in his work.
Well, how could this be? I killed you. You deserve all of that. And more. Stay your weapon, please. Hear me. Let me speak for Paradise. Then you can decide if we part as friend or as foe. Envoy, I killed you because the people of Paradise have suffered under the boot of Adir. Because it was not the ambassador's face that appeared to me in a dream, but yours. This was no ordinary dream. It was not imagination. It was communion. Your face was as clear in my mind as it appears to me now. You were standing under the sign of Adir. Your feet became roots and reached deep into the soil, wrapping round Ardra in the darkness. Dreams, visions, they can be confusing things. I took the vision as a call to kill you in the hopes that I might stop Adir from conquering this land. Yes. My life may be over, but I accept responsibility for my downfall. I cannot imagine what the gods want for us, but you are at the center of it. The proof stands before me.
There's definitely something. It's written all over your face.
The only thing standing before us is a bunch of well-armed people. Let's take this slow. No sudden movements.
The gods aren't finished with you yet. Perhaps this was what the vision meant for me to do all along. Maybe the gods wanted us to meet in this way. Who can say? I hope you do better things with this knowledge than I did. You have me cornered, but I will not hesitate to defend myself. Cowardice is not our way. My fate is in your hands. Do with it what you will. The Deerans have bought most of the property in Paradise, pushed out many of the families. You installed yourselves at Fort Northreach to police trade and fishing with no authority. Adir now controls the import of all foreign goods, forcing Paradisans to deal with your people to get them.
That may not be the whole story, but it's part of it.
Such dealings are regulated through Adiran contracts that are both deceptive and manipulative. When Paradisans dare to challenge these contracts, we're punished by the Steel Garrote. Whatever wrong I've committed against you, I will not apologize for striking back at Adir.
Normally, I'd say if someone tries to kill you once, don't give them a chance to do it again. But I think he's actually come around to something. It's rare to see a real change of heart. Rarer still to have the opportunity to give someone a second chance. Don't squander it.
If you spare him, he'll just kill you again. I doubt you'll get a second chance. Not a huge fan of cold-blooded murder. We survive by removing threats, and this guy is a threat.
If you're guided by the hearts of your companions, then they too serve the gods.
Blood in the water.
Right. Remove the threat. Let's do it.
Come then. Prove to the gods that you're a worthy champion. And strike me down.
Just another Nimdut ready to die. Fine.
This one's mine. Come and get me. You sure? Where am I looking? Next one's mine.
You're not looking good.
Come and get me! That's more like Hey! Over here! Stay down! Good one! Not bad, Marius. One moment.
I'm not sure killing Egwolf was the best idea.
At least they're no longer a threat. Then we can stop asking who and start asking why.
Dealing with the assassin should put us on Ludwig's good side, so there's that.
Great. Not sure which side I want to be on. I have some thoughts, Envoy. Let's talk about it at camp. See that blood? Guessing there was a third body here once. It's probably there now. No. Nope. I am not going in there unless you swear not to run off without me.
He's faster than he looks, and a dead eye with that crossbow, so I'd listen.
Nice!
Never mind.
Here they come! You're mine now!
Then raw weapon's not gonna cut it. Try again. Let's see what you got. Get them. Too late.
Nice job, everyone. Right behind you. Next one's mine. Oh, no, you don't. Worse than raw. We make a good squad.
Zarabs. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Here we go.
Aim where? Come and get me! Going for you! Worse than raw.
We can turn back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
No, that wasn't me. But it was. Never supposed to be.
Step closer, godlike. If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
She's accurate so far.
Why have you come to me, godlike? The echo of a past life, mayhaps. Common enough for one who has so recently died.
Word travels fast.
Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond. Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected. Only echoes. The whisper of a crying child. An animal pacing its cage. I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul. And then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? Perhaps. But when they offer a second chance at life, it is never free of charge. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. One cannot remove something so deeply entwined with their nature. Not entirely.
Deny the heart. Air is not air.
I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always sign their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. Better luck in your next life. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor. But the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ardra, commune with it. Ardra has a strong link to the beyond. Ardra holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Aora. Through Ardra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel to be born again. But the Ardra here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself. Twisting vines, essence warping into essence. A lost soul, perhaps, wandering and in search of some connection from afar. When you find Ardra, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Ardra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions? Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight. For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, Godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
getting away. You're gonna regret this.
Good work! We got them all.
Tell me you brought good news.
Envoy, you return. And you brought a friend. Ambassador Heelguard, at your service.
Always nice to meet an Adiran who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are full of rumors, but your word is the only one I trust. So, you took justice into your own hands. That takes grit. More than I expected. Of course, the official record will show that the killer struck first, and you were merely acting in self-defense.
That's technically what happened, so sure.
I know that Ludwine wanted a public execution, but this might do just as well to appease her. A message has been sent. No one will challenge our presence in the living lands. Our people are here to stay. They need us. Whether or not they realize it. The living lands is fractured, untamed, and missing a central authority.
And that is how a lot of people like it. For better or worse.
I want us to be a stabilizing influence on the island, not to cause further division. With any luck, the work you do here will demonstrate the value of our presence. Now the Emperor wants you to investigate the Dream Scourge, and I have no wish to delay you any further. I'm sending you to Fior Messi Verno, a community of Valian expatriates deep in Emerald Stair. The Animancers may have some knowledge of the Dream Scourge already. Learn whatever you can from them. Answers. Nothing more. We need all the help we can get, even if it means appealing to Animancers. Nor should you be. Animancers draw power from the spirit world. Their dark research can twist, break, even corrupt the very soul. The Empire has no tolerance for Animancers, and with good reason. Their work is dangerous, heretical. Animancers tinker on souls using clever inventions and ancient pillars of Ardra, siphoning essence like honey from a hive. They want to change reality as we know it, make us live longer, or cause barren lands to grow. For all I know, they might be onto something. Or, with a single miscalculation, they might destroy us all. If you have any further questions before I dispatch you to Emerald Stair, now would be the time. My sources tell me the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, and souls are their trade. If we have anything in common with Animancers, it's a shared interest in curing the Dream Scourge. I believe that covers everything. Governor Vidaro will be your first point of contact. I'm told he's barely keeping the community in order. Seek him out if you need direction. Good hunting, Envoy.
Hilgard, why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced the Empire?
No, strangling light. Keep her away.
Is that, her?
Inquisitor Ludwig. So kind of you to join us.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming apart at the seams.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Adiran Envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us in our time of need.
At least someone remembers their manners. I can't believe you troubled the Emperor to send an envoy. Haven't you done enough to flaunt your incompetence?
Under the circumstances, I thought it might be...
Silence. You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills, leaving the real work to me. Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead. We will ship them in by the hundreds to fill the empty houses.
Oh, gods, Ludwig.
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which you cower. The Living Lands is on the brink of total collapse, and you have ignored the discontent in your own city. Our envoy spilled blood, quelled the resistance, and brought us time to gather our strength.
With the help of a couple other people who shall forever remain unmentioned.
We should be using this opportunity, not squandering it. What say you? I've been saying this all along, but his solution was to go over my head, to summon help from across the known world.
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be interested to learn I'm sending the envoy to the Animancers of Emerald Stair.
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault by the very wilderness it claims to have conquered. The Animancers cling to pride and tradition even as they dig their own graves. You're right about the second part. Clearly I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now on, I will break the frontier on my own terms. You are free to disagree with my methods, but you cannot stop me. As for you, Envoy, farewell.
She is going to be a problem. No. She invents a crisis, then runs off to solve it, usually with bloodshed. Put her out of your mind. The Dream Scourge is more than enough for us to chew on, at least for now. Oh, before I forget, Liviana gave you a clean bill of health. You're cleared to leave for Emerald Stair. Fair warning, Animanters and Adirians don't mix well. Their kind can be a tad, unhinged. A fair point. No one survives this place without losing a little sanity along the way.
They're a fun bunch. Crazy, but fun.
Wonderful. Now I have to keep a tight grip on my soul on top of everything else.
Should you cross paths with Ludwig, well, try not to. I have no idea what's gotten into her. Safe travels. I'm told Emerald Stair is beautiful this time of year.
We can head to the Eastern Gatehouse when you're ready to go to Fjord.